First this evening, the mourning continues more than a week after the tragedy in Taunton.
And today, family and friends said goodbye to the woman who was stabbed to death in her own home.
New tonight, the sheriff's deputy whom police shot and killed Arthur DeRosa, ending his rampage at the Silver City Galleria, has released his first statement since the tragedy. Eyewitness News reporter Kelly Sullivan is standing by with what the deputy and his wife had to say.
First, Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen has more on the emotional farewell for one of the victims.
Well, Patricia Slavin's funeral mass today was held at the church that she went to every single day in Taunton, the Holy Family Parish. Singing and sometimes crying.
May we who have known and loved her keep that light shining.
Friends and family say goodbye to Patricia Slavin at her funeral mass in Taunton.
Our mother was an angel on earth, and now she's an angel in heaven.
Slavin was the first victim of the tragedy in Taunton. Investigators say Tuesday last week, a man broke into her home, stabbed and killed Patricia and injured her daughter Kathleen. He went on to the Silver City Galleria, stabbed a pregnant woman and killed another man before an off-duty sheriff's deputy shot and killed him. At her funeral, Patricia's son said she went to mass every day.
My mother would be so proud that you went to church today.
He talked about her beautiful eyes and incredible smile, and everyone who spoke talked about her constant optimism.
And whenever she was asked so often by family how she was doing, she would say, "I'm walking on top of the grass." Well, today is that time. We lay her below the grass.
Something that really struck me as I was listening to Mass was everybody talked about Patricia's sense of humor. I'll tell you more about that coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 6. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.
More than a week after the tragedy in Taunton, family and friends said an emotional goodbye to one of the two people killed. Patricia Slavin was an 80-year-old mother and grandmother who was eating dinner at home with her daughter when she was stabbed to death. New at 6, Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen has more details on how loved ones reflected on Slavin's sense of humor today.
Well, Shannon, Patricia Slavin's family and friends said she was so kind, so optimistic, and loved life, but they also spoke about her humor and shared some of their biggest laughs.
Great sense of humor.
Even her reverend knew it.
Why, she, in a very charitable way, she could tease people. It would lift your hearts.
Patricia Slavin was funny. One of her 6 kids, Fred, said one time he walked in on his parents playing a game.
When I came in the house, I said, "What are you guys playing for?" My mother said, "The kids. Whoever loses gets to keep them."
Pat died last week. The first victim of the tragedy in Taunton, a man broke into her house, stabbed her and killed her, and injured her daughter Kathleen. He would go on to the Silver City Galleria and kill another man, stab a pregnant woman before an off-duty sheriff's deputy shot and killed him. Fred told the story of how his parents met.
He saw that big, beautiful smile and decided that Patty McGuire was going to be his wife. She was a waitress at Dunnington's, and that's where they first met. After a few dates, my mother was all in as well.
Her kid saying her favorite child was always whichever one needed her the most that day.
That was one of her greatest gifts, being a friend, lending an ear, walking you through the problems through her eyes, those big, beautiful eyes. That wide, incredible smile.
Her body was taken to St. Joseph Cemetery in Taunton. The burial was private for the family. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.